The IRS Smoking Gun. That's what I'd like to talk about today. The investigation of the IRS for targeting conservative groups and going after them has bogged down because congressional investigators are looking for that elusive email from Barack Obama to Schulman, the head of the IRS, saying, please crack down on conservative groups and put them out of business. Sincerely, Obama. I don't think they're going to find that. I think Obama is far too cagey, far too good a lawyer, and far too skillful to do that. But the smoke from the gun that people are looking for in the IRS scandal is all around us. We just don't realize what it is. When the Citizens United decision came down by the Supreme Court, empowering these conservative groups to do the advocacy that they're now doing, and opening the floodgates for money to pour into them and pour out of them to influence the political process, Obama was loud and aggressive in condemning it. In fact, even in the State of the Union speech a few weeks after the verdict was announced in 2010, he got up there and excoriated the judges for the verdict, and the judges were sitting right there in the audience. Well, after he went home from the State of the Union, Democratic senators all over the place were calling on the IRS to crack down on conservative groups. Chuck Schumer from New York was leading the chorus. Carl Levin from Michigan was in it. And senators were bombarding the IRS with pleas to crack down on conservative groups. That's the smoking gun. It was obvious that this was a high priority of the Democratic Party to stop the Citizens United decision from taking effect and influencing the elections of 2010 and of 2012. And when the IRS responded by cracking down on the conservative groups and auditing them and sending them hundreds and hundreds of questions that would consume months of manpower to answer, all they were doing was basically following the very public instructions, not a private memo, the public instructions of Obama and of the Democrats in the United States Senate. And that's the smoking gun. And then when that didn't go far enough, they began formulating this regulation that they promulgated over Thanksgiving of 2013, changing the rules and redefining as political activity all kinds of nonpartisan activity that previously had been permitted these tax-exempt organizations. And the requirement is that 51% of their work has to be for social welfare, and 49% can be political. And what has always been true is that voter registration, get out the vote, anti-voter fraud activity, impartial, nonpartisan voter education were all social welfare, not part of partisan activity. And now the IRS is changing the rules to move all of these activities and label them partisan activity, so that these groups do not meet the 51-49 test and can't engage in political action. And the comment period on that proposed regulation just finished at the end of February. Close to 100,000 comments, many from you, were received by the IRS attacking the rule. But the rulemaking will proceed, I think, and we have to watch that carefully. But this was done in public. This isn't some sort of needle in a haystack. Obama kicked it off with the State of the Union, repeated his opposition to Citizens United, repeatedly said that we needed to be aggressive in monitoring these organizations. U.S. senators demanded it, the IRS executed it administratively, and now by new rulemaking, what more smoking gun do you need? Thanks for watching.